1039 KGRT, George Strait and Troubadour. That's one of my favorite George Strait songs because one of these days I will indeed be an old troubadour. A bad one because I can't sing, but still, it applies, right? Gino Aragon here with you this morning in the Charlie Clark Studios.
Time now for the question of the day, brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, online at paintedskiesdental.com.
I'm going to be honest with everybody. I think my mind is like a few seconds behind my mouth for sure. It is Monday morning, and it also happens to be National Get Out of Doghouse Day. That's right. If you want to get out of the doghouse, today would be a good day to do it. But our question of the day basically has to deal with how did you get in the doghouse to begin with? Now, I want you to keep in mind, it's not just guys. Ladies, you can get into the doghouse. The kids can get in the doghouse. Anybody can get in trouble with somebody and end up in the doghouse. So the question of the day for today is, when was the last time you were in the doghouse, and what funny or goofy thing did you do to get there? Actually, I won't even say the last time. If you can remember a time that you ended up in the doghouse for something silly that you've done. And every time I think of the doghouse, I think of my grandfather, who actually built his own doghouse. Yeah, I guess it was just there so often. He built a little shed right next to the house that had a TV, brewed his own beer in there. He could go in there and roll his tobacco cigarettes because that's the way that he liked them. And yeah, it is a real live doghouse that he used to go into. So I guess I think he did it on purpose. I think he would get in trouble on purpose just so he had to go out there. But yeah, that was his doghouse, quite literally. But the last time I was in trouble was probably for something that I didn't do. Mainly, I think a friend of mine comes over, looks at my apartment, and has that look on her face. Yeah. So it's going to be one of things like that, I think, is the last time that I was in the doghouse. I just got to remember to clean up a little bit at my apartment. Actually, I got to remember to clean up a lot in my apartment. I'll be honest with you with that. But yeah, National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. And in honor of that, our question of the day, brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, is when was the last time you were in the doghouse? Or can you remember a funny or dumb thing you did to get into the doghouse? So there you go. Go ahead and give me your answers on our Zia Comics hotline or text line 575-523-KGRT. I actually had to think of what the number was. That's how my brain is working today. So go ahead and give me a call or give me a text on the Zia Comics hotline or text line 575-523-KGRT. Our socials are up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can leave those comments right there. But yeah, what was the last time, or what did you do the last time to get into the doghouse? Or have you ever done a funny or dumb thing to go ahead and get in there? So go ahead and let me know. And that is our question of the day, brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center. Okay, I'm definitely going to double check I got all the buttons today because, yeah, my brain, I think like my brain and my mouth are definitely not coordinated today. That is for sure. But our question of the day, brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, located at 3045 East University Avenue. Today happens to be National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. So, of course, you're going to try and get into the good graces of whoever put you in the doghouse in the first place. But how did you get there? Can you remember a time, the last time you were in the doghouse, and what did you do? Did you do something silly or goofy to go ahead and get yourself in the doghouse? Go ahead and let me know. Of course, once again, you can go ahead and give me a call on the Zia Comics hotline. You can send that text message on the Zia Comics text line. That's 575-523-KGRT. That's 575-523-5478. And, of course, you can leave your comments on our social media pages as well, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So while we're waiting for some of our answers to the question, when was one of the last times you were in the doghouse, and what goofy or silly thing did you do to go ahead and get there? But let's go ahead and see what's going on in the world. I see that there is a London tavern. They're using Johnny Depp to help out their guests. They said if a customer feels that they are in trouble, they can order a Johnny Depp shot. Now, it doesn't say exactly what the shot is, but there is a sign there that reads, and I'm quoting here, "Feeling unsafe or scared, just come to the bar and order a Johnny Depp shot. If you order the Johnny Depp shot neat, you will get safely escorted out of the bar by an employee. If you order it on the rocks, then a bar staffer will call a taxi for you. And if you get it with lime, then the bar will call the police. We will handle things discreetly and without fuss. So I'm not sure exactly what the Johnny Depp shot is, but I feel it could be tequila related. Also saw that a new survey by Duolingo reveals that 70% of people think a text message is incomplete without an emoji. I think we're going backwards. We're hitting those, Egyptian hieroglyphics. One of these days, somebody's going to find a phone and try and have to figure out what they're saying. Also saw a new study by Ashton University reveals that eating raw fruits and vegetables can improve a person's mental well-being. Well, that's nice. I'm not a fan of the raw vegetables. However, some of the fruit, absolutely delicious. Give me some mangoes any day of the week. Also, it looks like gas is expected to dip below $4 a gallon. So that's some good news. They are saying it should be about $4 a gallon sometime here in a few weeks, although the average price of a gallon of gas currently is $4.53. So that is good news. Before they were saying we could get up to $6, but we'll kind of wait and see how that one handles itself. Too volatile, could go up and down at any time. And I also saw that Target is selling candles that smell like breakfast cereals. So if you like your Lucky Charms, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Trix, Cocoa Puffs, and Honey Nut Cheerios, you have the option to get a candle so that your whole room or area can smell like that. I'll be honest, just down the hallway in our sister station, they have something that is the wax warmers. Those things are pretty awesome. And they've got one that smells exactly like Fruity Pebbles. And all it does is make me want one of those Fruity Pebble marshmallow treats every morning. It's just one of those things. And just a quick look at our box office over the weekend. Thor: Love and Thunder, number one, again, did $46 million this weekend. Minions: The Rise of Gru was number two at $26 million, followed by Where the Crawdads Sing, Top Gun: Maverick still in the top five, and Elvis rounding out the top five. Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank opened up, I think, with $6.3 million, and it cost about $45 million to produce. So not doing too well on that one right there. And that's what's going on in the world. It looks like we got a text message, and let me read this first. Oh, somebody took some cash out of the emergency stash, ended up in the doghouse. Yep, that will kind of do it for sure. Yep. So there you go. Yep, that would definitely do it right there. Taking any of the cash out of the emergency fund right there. That'll put you in the doghouse for sure. Although, depends on what you buy, I think. Once again, we are looking for the answer to our question of the day, which is in honor of National Get Out of the Doghouse Day. When was the last time that you were in the doghouse, and what funny or dumb thing did you do to kind of get in there? Go ahead and give your answers. You can go ahead and call them in at 575-523-KGRT. You can text them in at 575-523-KGRT. Same number, our ZA Comics hotline and text line, or leave a comment on our socials, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Your question of the day brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center in honor of National Get Out of the Doghouse Day today. When was the last time you were in the doghouse, and what funny or goofy thing did you do to get there?